Welcome. My name is Danielle. I'm so happy that you found this channel to improve your overall well-being. This is my 30-day yoga series to help you get on your mat. It's uplifting, motivational, and inspirational. You can start anywhere in the series, but most importantly, listen to your body and begin from where you are today. Our affirmation today is, I am strong and resilient, capable of overcoming any challenges. You can repeat this through your practice. And remember, when you leave your mat, this is where the real yoga begins. If you haven't done so already, grab your mat and your yoga props and we'll begin. I'm nestled here in western North Carolina in the mountains at my family's cabin retreat, surrounded by nature, and it's just gorgeous. We'll start in a standing position today, so come to the top of your mat with your feet together to touch. Bring your hands to your heart space and close your eyes. Begin to engage your leg muscles. Find balance on both feet. Take an inhale through your nose and breathe out through your mouth. As you inhale, draw energy from the earth up through your body, even if you're inside practicing. And as you exhale, start to soften any tension and stress and fears that you may feel. Connect to our affirmation. Once again, I am strong and resilient, capable of overcoming any challenges. Let your arms release down by your sides. Inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead. Exhale, slide your hands to your heart space. Let's do this 2 more times. Inhale, I am strong and resilient, capable of overcoming any challenges. Inhale and exhale. Now separate your feet about hips distance for standing cat and cow pose. Interlace the fingers, take a deep breath. Exhale, press the palms away, chin to chest, round the back, tuck the pelvis. Inhale, stretch and lengthen, start to extend the spine and the back. Exhale, release the arms by our sides. We'll do that a few more times. You can alternate the interlace. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Breathe in, round the back, draw the navel to the spine, spread the toes, lift through the kneecaps and the thighs. As you breathe in, maybe take a back bend, exhale. One last time, breathe in, exhale. Inhale, and release. Bring the feet back together if you like. If the hamstrings are tight, you can keep them separated. Inhale, exhale, fold to the earth. Inhale, half lift. Exhale and fold. Step the left foot back. We'll come into a low lunge. Lower the back knee, reach the arms overhead or keep the hands down on the ground. Exhale, lower the arms. Inhale, reach the arms up and overhead. Feel your tailbone lengthening to the earth and the heart opening. Exhale. Feel a little bend in the elbows as you move the arms through space. Inhale and exhale, soften. One last time, breathe in and release the hands down to the ground. We'll come onto hands and knees. Start to lower towards the earth. And we'll come into a little cobra pose. Untuck the toes. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more times. Remove the shoulders away from the ears. Inhale. Strong legs. Exhale. Last time. Press into your fingers. Inhale. Lengthen the spine. Exhale. Tuck the toes. We'll come into downward facing dog or feel free to take child's pose. Lift the sit bones, press the inner thighs back. 5 breath cycles. As you push into the earth, grounding down, I am strong and resilient, overcoming any challenges that I face. Two more breaths. You can draw the navel up and in. And release down onto the knees. Step the left foot forwards, between the hands, low lunge. Inhale. And exhale, let the arms come down. Maybe you sink a little deeper as you exhale. And as you inhale, you can lift out of the lunge a bit. One more time. I can feel the breeze across my face, clearing my mind. Last breath. And release the hands down to the ground. Again, hands and knees will lower down once again. You can take cobra pose, or you can come into upward facing dog this time. Press into the tops of the feet. Maybe you start to lift the knees and the thighs off the earth. Soft bend in the elbows. Soften the eyes. Bring the chin down. Feel the chest expanding, the back body getting strong. I am strong and resilient. Exhale, press back, down dog. Big breath in and exhale. It's easy to let fears hold you back. Even just now, I walked down from the cabin and I'm out here, there's nobody here. And there's been bear spottings, so I was a little hesitant to walk down on my own. I actually took a walkie-talkie with me so I could talk to my family up there in case there was an emergency. Staying connected to your breath and not letting your mind drift off. Let's walk the hands back to the feet now. Come into a forward fold at the back of the mat. Separate your feet a little wider. Let the knees bend. Lay the chest down on the thighs. Take the hands to the elbows if possible. Feel any tension in the back body, the backs of the legs. Take an inhale. And exhale. What fears do you have for this day? Let them go as you ground into the earth. As you connect to your heart space, to your strength. And walk the hands back out onto the mat. From here, you can lift the right leg back towards the ceiling or the sky. And step the right foot forwards between the hands. We'll come into Warrior Two. Turn the back foot out. Stretch the left arm back and the right arm open. We'll hold for 5 breaths. Feel your hips. Notice if they're feeling a little tight or your inner thighs. And just go to the place where you feel a small opening. You're not holding back. You're not pushing too far. You can feel your breath moving you through challenging moments. One more inhale, and then lower the hands down to the ground. We'll come back into plank pose. Take a couple of breaths here, pull the belly in. Feel your body getting nice and strong. Staying connected to your breath, the mind is strong. Then you can lower your right knee down to the ground. You can move your right ankle out to the right and come onto the big toe edge side of your left foot. Reach the left arm forwards as you inhale. Begin to open the side of the body and the chest and the shoulders. And as you exhale, circle the arm back and around. And you can bend the elbow as much as you need to. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Breathe in, draw the navel in. Support the back body. Exhale. And release the left hand down. You can come into plank pose and press back to down dog. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. Inhale. And start to release and let go of the unknown, of any fears you have of an outcome or an answer that may be given to you. Let's go to the opposite side. Left leg reaches back and up. Exhale, step the left foot forwards, turn the back foot out, and rise up to warrior two. Find your balance here. You might move forwards and back a little bit. A dear friend of mine told me many years ago, if you don't ask, you won't know. Sometimes we're scared to ask a question to a colleague or a spouse. Strong back leg, root into the earth. One more big breath. Exhale, release the hands down, starting to open these hips up. Press the left foot back into plank pose. 3 breath cycles. Notice where your shoulders are. Are they tucked up by your ears? Press them down and away. Press deep into your fingers. Strong kneecaps. We calm the mind from drifting forwards and focus onto the breath. Lower the left knee down to the ground. Kick the foot out like a kickstand and come onto the big toe edge side of the right foot. Inhale, reach the arm forwards, and exhale, circle around. I always like to think as if I'm wiping away fears, almost like you're cleaning a window or a glass. I am strong and resilient and can overcome any challenges. Right hand comes down, back into your plank pose, and to down dog. Now we'll come forwards into plank. Go ahead and roll the back. So low back rounds, middle back, and upper back. And you can keep the knees lifted here if you'd like. Otherwise, set them down and start to descend, chaturanga, and lower down onto your belly. Bring the forehead to the mat. Reach both your arms back. Palms facing up. And at the corners of your eyes, you can see your shoulders. Lift them away from the ground. Squeeze your legs firm. Take an inhale, lift the hands, lift the arms as high as your glutes or your hips. Begin to lift the chin and the chest, and maybe the legs. With each breath, can you lift a little higher, softening in this challenging moment. Listen to the space in between the breath. Last breath in, and release the hands. Forehead to the mat, tuck the toes, and lift up. Exhale, downward facing dog. We'll step the right foot forwards again between the hands and come into warrior two for a second time. From here, we'll move to side angle pose. Rest your forearm on the front thigh today. Get a little heavy. Let yourself feel supported by your strength, your legs holding you. Your bottom hand can face upwards. Now take your back hand, your left arm, and take it to your shoulder. Bring the elbow down and start to open the elbow up towards the ceiling or the sky, stacking the shoulders one on top of the other. And as you do that, you might look out towards the left, feel the shoulder blades coming together, and maybe take a little weight off that bottom arm. You might take that left arm forwards towards the space in front of you. Turning the belly to open. Trusting yourself to lean back. One last breath. Exhale, release the left hand down. We'll spin onto the ball of the back foot. Step forwards to the top of the mat and step the left foot back. Moving to the second side, warrior two. Right arm back, left arm forwards. Side angle pose. Forearm on the thigh. Let yourself get heavy so you can feel that you're rooted, you're supported. The right hand can come to the shoulder. Bring it down. Do the opposite, rounding the back, closing the heart, and then we start to open the heart. Remind yourself that you're strong, you're resilient, you can overcome challenges. Take a little weight off that bottom arm, maybe stretch the right arm forwards. You can also lower the arm and reach it forwards in front of you. Feel your breath. Any thoughts, just observing. And release the hand. You can step to the back of the mat, right to down dog. Little bend in the knees. Exhale out through the mouth. Walk your hands to the feet and roll slowly up, one vertebra at a time. You can let the hands just drag along the shins. Reach the arms out and overhead. And take the hands to the heart space. Let your eyes close like you did at the very beginning of your practice. And just listen. Listen to whatever might arise from deep within. Let's come into chair pose now. Bend your knees. So as you bend your knees, you can still see your toes. You can do it with your feet together or apart. Reach your arms forwards and front, palms facing towards each other. Sit a little deeper. Press the sit bones back, draw the navel in, maybe reach the arms up. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. You can do this. You got this. You are strong. And all the way to stand, exhale. Bring the hands to the heart space. Shift your weight onto your left foot. Start to lift your right knee upwards towards the navel. Little bend in your left leg for stability. Step your right foot forwards. Think of moving in slow motion. Lower onto your heel, the instep of your foot, the ball mound of the foot, like you're making a footprint. Feel your feet on the earth when you become challenged by a situation. Reach the arms out by the sides, palms down, lifting the back leg upwards. Keep the shoulders lifted. 3 breaths. You got this. If you feel yourself shaking, soften a bit. Your breath will help you when you're off the mat, in your life, facing any challenges. Go ahead and bring your feet to touch once again. Hands to your heart space, deep breath. Long sigh out. Let's move to the second side. I'm going to step back on my mat so I have some space. Little bend in the knees. Left knee starts to lift. Left leg stretches outwards. Heel, instep, ball mound of the foot. Arms can either stay together or outwards. You might choose to stretch them once you're up in the pose. Feel the back body now. You're working the back body. All those moments that have brought you to your challenging situation have prepared you to face them. Stretch the arms out. Use your past experiences as strengths. Bring the chin down. Let's take 2 more breaths. And bring the feet together, the hands to the heart space. Inhale, reach the arms overhead. Exhale and fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step back. Plank pose. Knees come down to the ground into child's pose. Knees nice and wide. You can place the hands under the forehead. See how that feels. You could also bring the knees to touch, forehead to the earth, then hands to your feet. Let's take 3 breaths here. Feel this new energy. You can come up onto the knees. Slowly lift and bring the hands to the heart space. Feel the navel, the heart. Feel the pelvic floor, the navel, the heart, the throat, the crown of the head, all aligned. Feel your whole body receiving your breath. I am strong and resilient and can overcome any challenges in my life. Let's bring the legs out in front. All right, we're going to come into our hamstrings a little bit. Let's stretch both legs out in front. Bring the hands under the flesh and find a tall seat. Now bring your left hand to the inside of the left knee and come into half Utkatasana. Bring the right hand out to the side like a little outrigger. Stretch the left arm up towards the sky or the ceiling. Engage the left leg. Press the left foot into the right thigh and begin to hinge forwards. You can bring the hand to the outside of the calf, even the quad, even the bottom of the foot. Fold forwards just a little bit. Engage the right leg. You might take your right hand to the bottom of the foot or even to the calf. Lengthen, inhale, and exhale, hinge. Chin towards the chest. Still breathing up the spine, up the center channel of the body. Pelvic floor, navel, heart, throat, crown of the head. Inhale, rise. Let's go to the second side. Lift the left knee and stretch down in front. Take a breath in. Exhale, right hand to the inner right thigh. Bring it back, half Utkatasana. Left hand out to the side. This might be where you stay, right here. Draw the navel in and begin to hinge forwards. So we're moving the left hip back and the right hip forwards. Left hip back, right hip forwards. One more breath. Let go of your fears, of any challenges that you face. You got this. Lift up, bring the right hand to the outside of the right knee and stretch the legs forwards. Inhale. We're going to roll down onto our back. Bring both knees into your chest. Take a big breath. Exhale. Left foot's going to come down, and you can stretch the right leg towards the ceiling. You can bring the hands behind the right hamstring and keep the leg slightly bent. Feel a little bit of a cow pose in your back body. So you're pressing the sit bones towards the earth. Bring the knee towards the chest, and you can straighten the right leg a little bit. Just stretching the hamstring a tad. If you'd like, you can straighten the left leg. Arm bones are pressing to the earth, back of the head is pressing to the ground, navel is drawn inwards. Lower the palms to the mat and slowly release the leg down. Let's go to the second side. Right leg bends, left knee comes into the chest. Interlace the hands behind the hamstring. Begin to straighten the leg. Straighten your right leg if you'd like. A little bit of cow, so we're finding a anterior pelvic tilt. Moving the left hip forwards and the right hip back. One more breath. Palms down, lower the leg. And separate the feet a little wider. Bend your legs, tuck the pelvis, and release the legs once again. It's now time for Savasana. Otherwise, close your eyes. Turn the palms to face skyward. Let the feet and the legs externally rotate. Tell yourself you have just a few more minutes to relax and let go. The most important part of your practice today. Soften your eyes, relax the jaw, and let your whole body rest right here, feeling the bones get heavy, the muscles completely relaxed, the organs nestled in the belly at ease, the mind quiet. Find an inward gaze now to the center of your heart, the center of your being, deep within, out of your mind and into your heart, the place that knows all, that holds all the treasures that you need to move through life. I am strong and resilient and can overcome any challenges that I face. As you start to hear my voice again, begin to feel your fingers and your toes. Notice your breath coming and going, and let your body start to awaken. Hands and feet, arms and legs. Take the arms overhead, interlace the fingers, bring the feet to touch, and take a big stretch. Exhale, come onto your side. Rest your head on your arm. Remember that challenges that we face in our life are little speed bumps. They're trying to tell us something. Maybe we need to slow down or make a different choice. Perhaps they're there to help us inquire within to see which path we would like to take. Now use your hands and push on up. Come to an easy seat. Bring your hands to your forehead and lift your head. Bring your hands to your heart space. You might even take your hands to the knees, palms facing down. Press into the sit bones and up through the crown of the head. Repeat your affirmation 3 times quietly to yourself. I am strong and resilient and can overcome any challenges. Let your eyes start to open and bring your hands to your heart space. Bow your head. Thank yourself for your time, for making this time for you to practice, to improve your overall well-being and enhance your life. May you be happy, may you be healthy, and may you live in peace. I wish you all the best as you move into your day, And I'm so happy that you found this 30-day yoga series. Please remember to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. It really helps this new channel out. If you'd like to practice with ad-free content, you can head over to my Patreon. It's linked down in the description below. I wish you all the best. See you tomorrow for day 4.